News at 11 begins now.
Guys, you're pretty weird. I don't care what you call me, as long as I die and my family dies as free men and free women in the greatest country that has ever existed on the face of the earth.
All right, good evening and thank you for staying up late with us tonight. I'm Regina On. We've almost made it to the weekend, and despite those scattered showers all week, there is sunshine on the way. More on that later. Let's get to our top story tonight. As we just heard, Spokane Valley Representative Matt Shea spoke at a rally today in protest of Governor Inslee's decision not to open Spokane County earlier than other parts of the state. He's become one of the most controversial figures in Washington politics, and today he is leaving his post. Shea did not file for re-election to the state house today, instead filing for a much smaller position. Our political reporter Casey Decker breaks down the consequences.
Right now is the time to stand. Right now is the time to stand.
Today, Representative Matt Shea leading a protest at Spokane City Hall, railing against Governor Inslee's stay-at-home order.
Tyranny is a disease, a virus, if you will. And I submit to you that we should tell Governor Inslee today that it is our aim to quarantine tyrants.
But starting next year, any message Shea hopes to send the governor will no longer be sent as a member of the state house. Only a few hours after that protest, the filing deadline passed. And on the list of people running for state house, Shea was not among them. Instead, he's chosen to run for Republican precinct captain in a Spokane Valley neighborhood, a role that basically amounts to hyper-local grassroots organizing, and a significant decrease in power from state representative. Mainstream Republicans have been urging Shea to step down ever since an investigation last year found he'd engaged in an act of domestic terrorism. The House GOP removed him from their caucus, but he kept his seat. He's also continued making public appearances, publishing campaign literature, and raising money. He's reported donations as recently as late April. His website still in fact says re-elect Matt Shea. But tonight's surprising decision means unless he changes his mind and runs a write-in campaign, there will be no re-election. As for the nearly $50,000 in his war chest, that money can be given to charity, to a political party, back to donors, or theoretically transferred to his campaign for precinct captain, if the donors okay it. So, who will take the seat? Well, that gets interesting too. Democrat Lori Fagan has raised more than $40 grand. Her campaign was initially built on tapping into statewide anti-Shea sentiment. Instead, she'll face Republican Representative Bob McCaslin. He actually currently holds position 2 in the same district, but decided to run for position 1 this time, meaning Fagan will be facing an effective incumbent with more establishment backing. Also running Mike Conrad and David Whitehead. And that leaves position 2 newly open. Running for that seat, former GOP Representative Leonard Christian, who temporarily served in 2014 on an appointment basis. Opponents include Democrat Lance Gorell, who recently lost a bid for Spokane Valley City Council, and former Spokane County Treasurer Rob Chase, who has defended Shea and promoted coronavirus conspiracy theories. Rounding out the ballot are Will DeWitt and Nathan Sabrandi. Filing day in Spokane will represent a monumental shift in both local and state politics, as the government is now poised to lose one of its most debated members. Casey Decker, KREM 2 News.
Freedom is the cure! Freedom is the cure! Freedom is the cure!
Hundreds of people rallied at Spokane City Hall today. It was in protest of Governor Inslee's decision not to open Spokane County earlier than other parts of the state.
We can open and have them come after us and we're doomed, or we can stay closed and we're doomed.
And this marks the second Spokane protest in May against the statewide stay-at-home order. Meanwhile, Governor Inslee says he will slowly reopen the state's economy. In a press conference on Wednesday, he emphasized that his decisions are science-based, with the health of our persons and the health of our economy in mind.
So we're going to continue to listen to people. We're going to continue on this step-by-step approach. We have listened to a lot of people, including some of the Republicans who have given us some insights and critiques. And that is why we have opened up construction, non-emergency surgery, retail for curbside service, automobile sales, outdoor recreation, golf courses. We are making progress, is my point.
And Governor Inslee saying that, quote, the abandonment of the health of our people is not the direction he is going in. In the meantime, Whitman County is now moving on to phase 2 of Governor Inslee's reopening plan, bringing the total to 9 counties moving on before the rest of the state. This means Pullman can begin to partially reopen some of its businesses. And phase 2 allows for more outdoor recreation like camping. Small gatherings of 5 people or less are also allowed. Restaurants can open at 50% capacity with tables of 5 people or less. Barbershops and salons can also open, but many counties are still waiting to reopen. The governor says there is no guarantee that phase 2 is starting statewide on June 1st. All right, let's get to our other top stories tonight. A WSU graduate who was awarded the nation's highest honor in 2018 has reportedly passed away after a battle with cancer. According to the U.S. Secret Service, Special Agent Ronald Chur died this week at the age of 41. He was awarded the Medal of Honor by President Trump for his actions in Afghanistan. In 2008, he helped save soldiers after a terrorist ambush on top of a mountain. The Puyallup native leaves behind a wife and 2 children. Another Spokane veteran home resident has recovered from the coronavirus. That marks the 5th recovery at that home. The resident returned to the VA home on Thursday, the Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs says. And in total, 9 residents have died at the home after testing positive for the novel coronavirus. Did you feel that? Multiple KREM viewers saying they felt shaking and heard a loud boom in the Spokane area earlier today, and this just in. The USGS did in fact report a 2.9 magnitude earthquake outside of Meade, Washington. That's north of Green Bluff around 2:50 p.m. today. The USGS also reporting a 2.1 magnitude event around 3 p.m. in Royal City. That's in Grant County. They also reported an explosion outside of Davenport early this morning. All right, let's turn to weather now. Thomas is off for the evening, so meteorologist Michelle Boss joining us live from her home. So we've seen scattered showers all week, but we did see some sun today, which is giving me some hope. How is the weekend looking, Michelle?
It's actually a pretty nice evening. We cleared things up late afternoon, early evening, and the clouds went away. We did see a few showers earlier today, but the first half of the weekend is looking nice, so you're going to want to soak up the sunshine while you can. Let's take a look at that weekend forecast. Saturday, some sunshine for the morning. We will start to see clouds on the increase for the afternoon, but we will see those mild temperatures, high temperatures near 70 degrees. That's going to be best day. The rest of the weekend looking pretty showery. Sunday looking for rain and thunderstorms, and that unsettled weather looks like it continue right on through the end of next week. So again, enjoy the sunshine tomorrow. Satellite and radar showing clear skies out across the inland northwest after a morning of a few rain showers. Most of our rain occurred about 3 to 4 o'clock this morning. Got just under 1/10 of an inch. Coeur d'Alene, a couple of sprinkles. The rest of the region was mostly dry. We're currently sitting at 50 degrees in Spokane, but it has fallen into the 40s from Coeur d'Alene into Sandpoint. Temperatures in the mid-50s in Lewiston and Moses Lake. Here's a look at the next 12 hours. Clear skies overnight, partly cloudy skies to start our day tomorrow, and the clouds will start thickening up tomorrow afternoon, but we should still see a high up around 70 degrees, and it'll stay mild on Sunday despite the thunderstorm activity, but then we will be in that unsettled pattern, showers and thunderstorms on Monday as well, highs in the mid-60s.
All right, doesn't look too bad. Thanks so much, Michelle, for that. Well, before we go to break, we want to give a senior shout out to Cade Garvey. He's a senior at North Central High School. Cade played football and was selected All-State for running back. He also was a part of leadership and student-led activities at North Central. Cade will be attending the University of Idaho, where he plans to study biology and play football. His family says he has a big heart and is a hard worker. Keep sending in your senior photos. We love giving you a shout out. Text 2020 to 509-448-2000 and we'll send you a submission link. But still ahead here, a wide share of Americans are concerned about catching the flu more than the coronavirus. That's according to a new AP poll that was released back in February. Up next, we compare the flu to the novel virus.